More protests taking over Newark, New Jersey as Democrats continue to fight the ICE detention facility, claiming it has inhumane conditions. Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Rachel Campos-Duffy toured the Delaney Hall to see what it actually looks like inside, and she joins us now. I don't think you found the conditions to be so terrible, right, Rachel?
No, they're better than a lot of American high schools in terms of cleanliness, orderliness, activities. I was actually very impressed. And as I told you yesterday, Ainsley, ICE has nothing to be ashamed of. Open the doors up, let everyone in. I actually took our cameras in, so I want you guys to see it. This is Delaney Hall, where all the controversy has been. Watch.
ICE out of New Jersey! We say, and the police stay. If we don't get it, shut it down!
And protesters outside, there's been complaints about this facility. What are they saying that is happening here that's concerning them?
You know, I think a lot of the issues is we hear that people are being on, inhumane conditions, right? They're not being cared for well, they're not receiving medical care, they're not receiving legal care, which is the farthest from the truth.
Yeah, the person who ends up in this facility is not just that they crossed the border illegally. No. You've had to have done more than that, correct?
Right. So currently today, as we're walking through here today, there's 152 detainees. 75% of those have committed crimes, convicted of crime, or have pending criminal charges. So
what kind of crimes are we talking about?
Unfortunately, it runs the whole gamut. So we have people that have convicted of murder, pending rape charges, fentanyl distribution, child porn distribution, wire fraud. These aren't the people you want in your neighborhoods. These are the people you want interacting with your kids or in your community, right?
Yeah. Where are we at right now?
So this is our visitation room. So we do have the option for detainees to have family come visit. This is our upper rec.
Sure.
They get time out here to, I just see, play soccer, work
Weight
out.
Equipment, yeah.
Right, yeah, fresh air. This is our medical area. All our detainees come here and they get medical care right when they come in. All detainees have access to the law library. They set up appointments, they can research their case.
So we're in Unit 2 now. This is an empty unit at this moment?
Yeah, right now it's an empty unit. But as you can see, it's not like a typical jail that you'd expect, right?
No.
It's made out to be, they're behind bars, they're locked up, but it's very spacious. They have 24 access to phones.
Look at what a bedroom or sleeping quarters look like here.
You know, this can house 8. Usually we keep 6 in these. As we go down the halls, these are full occupied cells right now. There aren't people sleeping on floors. And again, they're well maintained, climate controlled. It's not as bad as people portray.
Right. I'm shocked that in everywhere I go in this prison, in this facility, the signs are up. Do you want to return home? And there's a phone number. What happens for a detainee who says, that's what I want to do?
So what ICE will do, along with Customs and Border Protection, we will, in a safe and humane way, facilitate their return home. We'll schedule flights for them. They're eligible for the $1,000 stipend. But really, their case is in their hands. They don't have to sit here in confinement. They could leave tomorrow if they want.
This is a pretty nice prison. Why are American prisoners not getting the same kind of care as people here?
They have to make so many upgrades and retrofits just to meet our standards. So financially, it doesn't work for them.
So you have local, statewide representatives, legislators, who are coming here concerned about the conditions for these people. Meanwhile, they're not out trying to figure out why the prisons are so bad and so inhumane in their own state for American citizens.
You would think there'd be an outrage at all these other prison facilities across the country. Yet Delaney Hall in Newark is now the epicenter of ICE policy and detention.
All right, so as you can see, Ainsley, the conditions are very good. It's very unclear to me why those people are out there protesting. They are allowed to come in. ICE has said, make an appointment. We'll make it available for you to look at. They have, as I said earlier, nothing to hide. And it was interesting watching those protesters outside locking arms and singing. These are the same type of people that when the illegal immigrants landed on Martha's Vineyard, they sang them off the island, you know. These are not regular people that can't come across the border illegally. You can only get in there Ainsley, if you committed a felony, another crime beyond having crossed the border.
What about the arrest of those individuals, the clergy that's there in front of the gate? They said they're going to block the gate. They're going to volunteer to be arrested. Any word on that, Rachel? Because you can't just block a gate of a federal facility.
No, you can't. And I think about, they call themselves faith leaders. Think about all the problems we have in our country with fentanyl, the spiritual crisis we have, children, neglected, the foster care system, drug abuse. I mean, the list goes on and on. This should be the least of their worries. And in terms of the lawmakers that have shown up there, why are they there? These are the last people that need their attention. These are people who committed crimes. God bless our law enforcement for making sure that these people are behind bars, treating them humanely, and giving them a very easy, paid-for way to get back home.
Yeah, we all respect our clergy, but I just think that this is a waste of time. I don't know why they're doing this. The facility's clean and it's housing criminals.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense. Thank you so much, Rachel, for coming on.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.